Good evening, good afternoon, or even good morning, depending on what time you're watching this video. I'm Mr. Relevant, back with another Star Trek Online video, with another opinion, I guess you could say, of a ship that I really enjoy. The legendary Valdore, named after the warbird in Star Trek Nemesis fighting Scimitar. So, why am I talking about the legendary Valdore today? Well, the reason why I'm talking about the legendary Valdore today is because it is extremely good. I wouldn't recommend a ship if I didn't think it was worthy to anyone. I find this ship to be absolutely amazing. Now, the reason why I find this ship to be absolutely amazing is I'm going to be comparing it to a certain lockbox ship that a certain group of people will shun me for comparing it to because they're elitists and simple-minded, to be frank. They don't see, at least from what I have seen, they don't see the value like I do. Because to me, there is no such thing as a bad ship. Now, the ship I'm comparing this to is a ship that I do not own. It is a lockbox ship. It is a warbird, and its setup is similar. Not the same, similar. Difference between this one and the lockbox ship is the lockbox ship has more engineering slots than this one does, but now since the meta is moving away from ISO mags, which I'm still using because I like them, I would still say that even back then when that ship was reigning supreme when it comes to the DPS charts, this ship could rival it in my opinion, especially with the upgrading the ship mechanic. I just have to find it. Here it is, and I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's the Command Strike Wing Warbird. It is a 4-2 with experimental weapon, with 5 tactical, 4 engineering, 2 science, with a hangar bay. It is a primary command with the bridge officer sitting of Commander Tactical Command with a Lieutenant Tactical seat, a Lieutenant Commander Engineering, a Lieutenant Commander Universal Intel, and then a Universal Ensign. Now, when it comes to that Intel seat, that definitely gives it more of an edge than this ship, especially because of a certain Borg officer of 27 to 47. However, the pilot, Borg duty officers, and the temporal Borg duty officers are really good and nothing to, ignore. This ship can rival that one, in my opinion. Now, of course, it's just my opinion. With the right setup, and of course, I don't have mine X2'd, unfortunately, because I just do not have the ability to acquire said tokens. Have not for a long time. I lost my status of being a whale, I guess you could say. But this ship could rival that warbird, in my personal and humble opinion. Its loadout is just as good. Bridge officer seating is just as good because temporal and pilot is a really good combination, especially when it comes to Borg duty officers. I actually have a few of them. Yeah, right here, pilot, cruise armor pen. That's Intel as well as this one. I thought I had more, which I think I do. But yeah, there is more Borg duty officers that gets buffs when it comes to pilot and Intel that you can throw, pilot and temporal, that you can throw into the tactical slots of duty officers that are really good. So if you like warbirds, but you do not want to go out of your way to get this this Command Strike Wing Warbird that is just unbelievably expensive, my recommendation is the legendary Valdore. Now, with that being said, The legendary Valdore does unfortunately come from a pretty expensive pack. The legendary First Strike bundle. But, in my personal opinion, this bundle is worth it. Actually, every single legendary bundle is worth getting, especially 10th anniversary, but every single one of them. As you can see, I own most of them. Not all of them, most of them. I'm missing 2 legendary bundles. Yep, just 2. So I would not get this and recommend it to people if I did not think it was worth it. I think it is worth it. Legendary Valdore is an amazing warbird. It's my personal opinion, it rivals the Command Strike Wing Lockbox warbird. And also comes with the legendary Akira, and I mean, I'll be doing a video on this one too, because the Akira class is probably my #1 favorite Federation class ship ever created. Number 2 is the Excelsior. But yeah, Valdore or Mogai. This is what I recommend for people who love warbirds, who want to be really high up there, who want to fly an escort style ship with a hangar bay. This will be your best friend. This thing performs extremely well. Maneuverability is insane. Unfortunately, it does suffer from, being a Romulan ship where it's just super squishy, but you're going to have that, unfortunately, when it comes to most Romulan ships. Which I'll be doing another video on the Legendary Scimitar too, because Scimitar is still one of the best ships in this game. But yeah, I just wanted to throw this ship out there for possible recommendation. Just give it some love, because not very many people either own it, know about it, or fly it, or all of the above. This ship is amazing. I highly recommend it. Want to fly a warbird without breaking the bank, trying to open up, lockbox keys, or lockboxes with lockbox keys, or even just grinding the EC to get a ship that's over 1 billion credits. This is my answer to you. The legendary Valdore. I hope you guys at least kind of listen. And if you guys, have recommendations, I mean, please, by all means, put them in the comments. Let me know. If you also want me to cover another ship, I could definitely, cover them all. I actually have quite a few ships I really want to cover. I'm not really going to do a TFO because you've seen my TFOs already. You already know I'm going to win. And do a lot of DPS anyway. As you can see, I'm still coughing. Not for lack of trying not to. But, yeah. Legendary Valdore. Rivals the... I have no idea. I have no idea how to pronounce this. The name of this ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this. Do this. And then go to here. This is the warbird I was referring to. This one right here. And I already know people are going to look at me like, oh, you're so wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. I can guarantee I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. Legendary Valdore rivals this bird of prey. Not bird of prey, warbird. I'll just actually do this. Make it easier for all to see. There we go. Yep, so my personal opinion, Legendary Valdore can do just as well as the Command Strike Wing warbird. Just have to use the temporal and pilot org duty officers if you have them, which generally are cheaper than the intel ones. And also the command ones kind of are not that good from what I have seen. Just based on reading them. I don't own them to test them, so I can't really say if they're good or not, but on paper, paper and performance are 2 completely different things, and I have taken things that on paper says it's bad, but then was like, oh yeah, well then look at this. Paper and performance are two completely different things. But as you know, I live by the thought process of there's no such thing as a bad ship. Just a build that is not optimized to the fullest of the ship, aka bad build. So yeah, Legendary Valdore. Hope you guys give it a shot. Highly recommend it. It's a great warbird. One of my favorites. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful and fantastic day. Bye-bye.